Get the latest Zacks research, analysis, and rankings on exchange-traded funds in Exploring ETFs. Well, in light of all of the tensions going on right now in the Ukraine, our ETF strategist Eric Dutram actually thought that it might be kind of interesting to look at some ETFs that relate to that region of the world, and you're going to do that for us right now. First of all, as far as global market response is concerned, actually just the Russian stock market. If you thought that our initial knee-jerk reaction kick down, in our stock market was something to notice, Russian stock market took a huge fall.
That's right. A lot of U.S. investors might not realize it, but the Russian ruble lost about 3% in the Monday trading session.
Yeah.
Actually went to an all-time low against the dollar. And then the Russian main exchange lost about 10% on the day. Some other smaller benchmarks lost as much as 13% if they were trading in dollars. And so, we thought our 1-2%, minor move lower was a big deal, but for the Russian investor, this was a, pretty much a crash.
Right.
So things did come back a bit on Tuesday, but, they're still down compared to where they were early last week, or even back when the Olympics were taking place. And
right.
Man, does that really seem like a long time ago at this point.
Doesn't it, though? Yeah. And we're actually talking about this on Wednesday, March the 5th. All right, but there are, on the positive side of things, some positive options in the ETF world that investors, U.S. investors, may want to consider.
Yeah, and I mean, if you think that, the Russian tensions are really, going to dial back here, any of the Russian ETFs could be ones to look at. And, if you think that the tensions are going to escalate here, any of these might be an interesting short play, or you might want to think about avoiding them a little more. But there are some good options here. We'd like to take a quick look at them.
Sure.
We got RSX is the most popular one. This is from Van Eck and their Market Vectors brand.
And that's a small cap?
These are all large cap ones,
Okay.
and they all focus on basically energy and basic materials names. So you got your Gazprom, and forgive me the pronunciation on some of these, Lukoil. Those tend to account for the two biggest holdings in all three of these ETFs. The other two being ERUS from iShares and Spider's RBL. These take up the lion's share of the assets in the Russian market. But over the past 5 days, they've all lost at least 6.8%. Like I said, the big move down on Monday, gained some back on Tuesday, but still very, very depressed from where they were early last week.
So what you're saying is it might be time for some bargain hunting.
It could be. It depends on what your outlook is for the Russian situation here. Personally, I'm a little hesitant staying on the sidelines, but these are definitely ones to watch to really get a feel for how the Russian market is playing, and how it might not be as bad over here, but to really get a true sense of what's going to happen, it might be good to take a look at these ETFs.
And you do have a small cap option, right?
That's right. The RSXJ, this only focuses on smaller names, takes out all those large cap ones that I focused on in the previous slide. And so you get a much less concentration in energy. You get some consumer names, financials, holds about 30 stocks. It's a little less liquid than a lot of the large cap names, and it's a little pricier, but it's going to be a lot more volatile because it's really focused in on the Russian market. It's going to be a lot more closer to home there. Lost double digits over the last 5 days, and this could be an even better barometer of the activity in the Russian market.
All right, let's take a look at the performance quickly of all of these.
Yeah, right here in this chart, we've got those 4 ETFs that I just highlighted, and as you can see, things were trending lower late last week, and then Monday we see this huge drop. Things came back a little bit on Tuesday, but as we can see, 6.88% is the best performance out of the 4, and RSXJ has lost about 12.3% in the past 5 days. So pretty catastrophic couple of days for investors who are looking at Eastern Europe.
Kind of volatile. Although there are, you say, some leveraged ETFs that you may want to consider too.
That's right. There's 2 triple leveraged funds targeting the Russian market.
Wow, triple leverage.
Yeah, so they have been especially volatile over these past couple days, as you might imagine.
Yeah.
We got RUSL for the long version, the L being the long, and then RUSS, the short version. These have been, on the year, almost 50% gains and losses for their products, but RUSL is down about 21% over the past 5 days, and RUSS has gained about 19% in the past 5 days. So, this could be a way if you think the market's going to trend lower here. You could take a look at RUSS, it might be an interesting play. But obviously, as we can see, it's going to be a very volatile move.
Yeah.
So definitely be on the lookout. And it's worth noting that these are daily resetting products. So they're only intended to give you triple the performance over the single day.
Even though you said you're a little hesitant, I still have to ask, do you own any?
I do not, no.
All right. Check out other ETF information and commentary in the ETF section of Zacks.com. If you're not there watching this video right now, get on over. You can link to it right off the homepage. With Eric, I'm Terry Ruffalo.